What if you could actually go from a $0 bank balance to $5,000 in just 30 days? Sounds like another one of those empty promises, right? I get it. I'm sick of the gurus who flash a fancy car and tell you it's easy, leaving out all the messy parts. This isn't that. This is the real day-by-day story of starting from absolute scratch, using nothing but free online tools. And I'm going to show you every single move. There's no magic formula here. It's just a solid plan, a whole lot of hustle, and a few smart moves. We're going to follow our guy, this little stick man here, who starts with nothing but lint in his pockets. We'll track his journey every day to see if this is actually possible. Stick around because by the end, you'll have the exact blueprint. Let's start the clock. Section 1. The Foundation, Days 1 to 7, the first $500. Alright, week 1 is all about building a foundation and, more importantly, getting those first crucial dollars rolling in. The goal? A cool $500. First things first, and you can't skip this. You have to create a ruthless budget. You need to become a detective and figure out where every single cent is going. We're using what's called a zero-based budget, which means every dollar you make gets a job, either paying for essentials or going into savings, until there's nothing left to assign. Next, our stickman raided his own house, taking inventory of everything he didn't need anymore. That old gaming console, the clothes you haven't worn in a year. He listed it all on places like Facebook Marketplace. It's wild how fast you can pull in a few $100 of seed money just by selling things you already own. And this isn't just about the cash, it's about building momentum. Seeing that first bit of money hit your account is a huge motivator. With some seed money in hand, the real work starts, finding a side hustle that costs nothing to start. Our guy figured out his skills. He's a decent writer and knows his way around social media, so he set up profiles on a few freelance sites. The mission for that first week was non-negotiable. Send out at least 5 solid pitches every single day. Consistency is the whole game here. Sure enough, by day 7, after sending dozens of proposals, he landed 2 small writing gigs. Boom! That secured the first $500 and proved this whole thing might actually work. Section 2. Ramping up, days 8 to 14, the grind to $2,000. Week 2 is where we turn up the volume. The goal is to jump from $500 all the way to $2,000. Now that the freelancing is bringing in some cash, it's time to add a second income stream. So, our stickman launched a simple print-on-demand store. He used free design tools and a platform that handles all the printing and shipping, so the only thing he had to invest was his time. He whipped up a few simple designs for a very specific audience and started promoting them for free on social media. At the same time, the budget got even tighter. I'm talking scorched earth. All non-essential spending was gone. No eating out, no random impulse buys, and he finally canceled those subscriptions he forgot he even had. You'd be shocked how much money you save just by prepping your own lunch and dinner. Look, this phase is all about pure execution. Those first freelance gigs led to good reviews, which made it way easier to land better, higher-paying jobs. By stacking that steady freelance income with the very first sale from his new store, our guy officially crossed the $2,000 mark by the end of day 14. Let's go. Section 3. Scaling and reinvesting, days 15 to 21. The push to $3,500. Okay, this is where the game changes. We're shifting from just earning money to growing it. Having a couple $1,000 in the bank gives you options. Instead of just stashing all the profit, it's time to reinvest. Our guy took the first $100 in profit from his print-on-demand store and did something scary. He put it into targeted social media ads. This is a calculated risk, for sure. While those ads are doing their thing, he keeps grinding on his freelance work, which is way more stable now. He's got repeat clients, meaning less time hunting for work and more time actually working. He's looking at his 2 hustles. Freelancing is the reliable cash cow, but the store has the potential to scale. The lesson? Double down on what's working, but don't be afraid to plant seeds for the future. By the end of week 3, between a few bigger projects and a slow but steady stream of sales from the ads, His total hit $3,500. Section 4. Optimizing to the finish line. Days 22 to 30, hitting the $5,000 goal. We're in the home stretch. The final week is all about optimizing and sprinting to that finish line. We just need to find that last $1,500. At this point, the income is diversified. Freelancing is the bread and butter, and the online store is starting to look like a real business. To protect his hard-earned cash, our stickman opened a high-yield savings account. This is a smart move. It gets the money out of his regular checking account, so he's not tempted to spend it, and it even earns a little interest on the side. His daily routine was dialed in. Knock out freelance work, check the ad performance on the store, and stick to that budget like glue. Every dollar earned went straight toward the goal. You know, breaking a big goal like $5,000 down into smaller weekly or daily targets makes it feel so much less intimidating. Then, on day 28, a big freelance payment hit his account. On day 29, the store had its best sales day ever. And on day 30, the balance tipped over. Final count, $5,030. Yeah, it took discipline. It took showing up every single day. But as our little stickman just proved, it is absolutely possible. You don't need a pile of cash to get going. You just need to start. If you got something out of this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button.